All right, so I'm back with another one with Over the Top the podcast. Been excited to do this. How you doing, Shamika?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's cool, y'all. I'm in a new studio and stuff like that. So we're gonna get straight into it. We watched this movie. It's called The Long Walk.
Yes,
Very, very interesting, right?
it was.
What's your thoughts? You gonna tell people about what it was about?
So my take is basically I think the movie is about life. Like the whole entire everything about the movie is just a stretch of life and you're learning lessons and you're getting some good stories in between about life basically. That's my overall perspective. But it was
Absolutely.
kind of crazy because some stuff you just didn't expect to happen and it just kind of threw you. So I was mixed feelings about it. Like I wanted to turn it off when I first seen them getting, can I talk about it? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yes. I mean, yes. I mean, I
because I
help you
didn't want
handle
it
it.
to be
That's
like a
real.
spoiler alert.
Nah, yeah. So I wanted to do a podcast today about a few different topics, but we had
Hmm.
watched these shows that was called. The movie was called The Long Walk, and
Hmm.
it was guys that was, I guess, 18, and they was like a whole bunch of them. They had to take a long walk to win money and win something else. I guess
Yeah,
notoriety or
a,
whatever.
a certain kind of prize, I guess, at the end.
And there was only one that could win, and they had to walk until they all was like done. Now the crazy part about it is if they stopped walking, then they ended up getting killed, basically.
Executed.
Yeah, executed.
Like,
And it was crazy because like while we was watching, she was like, "Dang, this make me think about what life."
just life in
That's like
general.
life. We
Yeah.
watched people doing this journey, and the crazy part was there wasn't a destination, so they had to keep walking until it was just one left.
Yeah.
So it was like what, one winner, no finish line. I think
Yeah.
that's what
And
they
I
said.
think during the movie, like at the beginning, it makes the viewer think that okay, they're gonna win this prize and it's gonna be easy. I think even when they signed up for the actual walk, they didn't expect to like have to get killed to make
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So
If they stopped walking, I mean, if
yeah,
their feet got tired and they stopped, they got executed. If they
yeah.
couldn't breathe and they was trying to take a break, so they
Had to
couldn't
use the
take.
bathroom.
Yep,
I
they
mean,
couldn't stop to use the bathroom.
it was horrible.
What else? They had to keep walking at a certain pace, and if they
Mhm.
got under that pace, they got executed. It was
Mhm.
crazy. But the whole point of us, well, me wanted to talk about this on camera, is because it was just interesting. Your point of it, you was like, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
It was a part um that made me think when you're on your journey, anybody, any individual, when you're on your journey, you're trying to get to a certain place, and we always believe that we have an actual destination. But
yep,
it's like once we make it to our so-called destination, there's always still more. There's still a
yeah.
journey. There's still something else. So that movie, it just made me feel like that. I'm like they think they're actually going to a destination, but they never make it. They make it to the end of their whole life. Like they get executed.
Was it all right? So I got a question for you on your journey in life.
Yeah.
Was there a destination that you felt like you were trying to get to at a certain point, and you realized like, oh,
So many times in my life. Different. That's why I say I live many lives because I've had different destinations over a course of time, and I always feel like, okay, I got to get there. I'm there, and then when I get there, I'm like, okay, that's it. Like either I'm not as excited, or I'm not fulfilled, or it's something more that I want to do or add to it. So it's
yeah.
never really like a final
Well,
destination.
and so to go back to the movie real fast, because you right. You had mentioned that the person that survived the longest was the person that was the most positive in the
Hmm.
situation.
Yeah, I saw that he had went through so much in his life, and you and I talked about this with people. It seemed like the people that go through the most smile or happier or something.
The people
You
that's the
would,
most happy actually been through the most.
yeah, they actually been through the most. And that particular character had, once he started to open up and talk about his story and his life, he had went through all kind of stuff, but he was being positive.
In the
And he,
situation.
yeah, in his situation, in this whole walk and people getting executed, he's watching all this happen,
Still
but
positive.
he's still positive and he's encouraging someone else to do the same. Like, don't be upset or think about the good or think about the times you had with your family that were good. Like, why are you thinking about the bad? We already watching people get executed. Like, let's move forward. So yeah, I do believe that people that are more in a positive mindset and just waking up with more of a positive attitude can go further,
Yeah.
just because of their perspective and their view on life.
Yeah, I think that's a good take.
Yeah, that movie.
I don't know. I learned that it's really hard to be in a positive mindset when you're going through a lot in life, but you got to
Yes.
remind yourself of the reason to keep going. I read a book. It's called A Man's Search for Meaning, and he talked about that too. It was kind of about some other stuff. I don't even want to say it on camera, but it's called Man's Search for Meaning, and basically the people that was positive in the worst situation
Yeah.
possible is the ones that ended up surviving, and the ones that gave up mentally is the ones that end up not making it.
Yeah.
I think to be yeah, it's a
And
mindset
it
thing.
is hard to stay positive, especially when you're going through it at the moment, like trauma, something bad happened. It's hard to stay present and to change your mindset. I just think going back to just think about something that makes you happy. I say
Yeah.
that all the time. Like, what makes you happy? Can you find that in that moment of chaos? Can you find that in the moment of your issues?
Yeah.
It's not easy to do, but
It's
just
definitely not.
separate yourself for a moment.
But I think you can find one thing. I seen on TikTok, somebody was like, I think I just seen it yesterday, where he was like, when you have something to look forward to, then you're more optimistic about the future.
Okay.
And people sometimes we don't have it. He was like, that could be a vacation. That
Yeah, I
could
was gonna
be,
say, what's an example of looking forward to
yeah,
something?
that could be something that you said, next week lunch with my mother, next week with sibling, or if you're
But
in a
what
relationship.
happens if you're involved in something so traumatic at that moment
Mm-hmm.
and you can't even think, you almost go into survival mode. You almost go into like trying to save yourself or trying to kill somebody else to save yourself, not literally kill, but trying to, maneuver so you can make it out the situation. But how? How do you find
How
that
you click
moment?
out of it.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
think, well, for me, how I get myself out of the moment, I think you gotta be intentional with being in the moment and knowing yourself enough to know, okay, I like these things, these things will switch the trajectory of how I'm feeling at the moment.
yeah.
So, one of my favorite things is ice cream. If I'm not feeling okay, I go get me some ice cream and I
Yeah,
feel good about
that's
that.
good. I
You
do
know.
music. It's me. It's music for me. Like, I could be feeling like the craziest, and I'd be like, okay, I'll take a deep breath, or two or three, maybe 10 seconds worth, and then I'll think of a song, or I'll want to listen to some instrumental just to clear my head.
It put you in a whole different mood, don't it?
Just to clear my head and think like, what can I do now
I, th-
that
I
I feel
think
better?
I think also it's triggers. I think certain things are triggers. So,
Yes.
certain things that we do, like you make tea, drinking that tea that you make trigger a certain type of calmness for me and
Yeah,
relaxation,
I agree. I
things like
agree.
that.
And that's kind of like a preparation too into your day, into your journey, into your long walk. It's like, what can you do every day when you rise up to prepare yourself to put on that armor? We talked about that before. To put on that armor to prepare yourself for that day. So I think preparation matters a lot, because if you're preparing and you're doing all these things to make yourself feel good, something can happen crazy later on, but you already prepared yourself. You're like, all right, I know what this is.
Yeah, yeah.
This that day, this that test,
Hmm.
and now you can make better choices. Now you have choices and make better decisions at that moment.
Definitely. All right, it,
Why? We
uh,
we it's something about us. I just said that yesterday. I don't know if you heard
it was
me.
raining. It was
Yeah,
on.
it was
Every
like,
time I call, it started
yeah.
raining.
And we started talking about something that's very important or something deep, but yeah.
Yeah. So we about to have a little bit of fun now. So we watched. I never watched Hunger Games until. Yeah. Let me show my love. No, just let.
Here we
But we
go.
never watched Hunger Games until.
This is
Well,
where the battle begins.
oh yeah,
You ready?
we about to have some fun. So I never had watched Hunger Games, and I got the opportunity to watch it like a few weeks ago, last week. I don't remember when it was.
So how did it make you feel? Like, what
I
do you
feel
think
like,
about this movie?
yeah, I feel like, what's her name?
The main character,
Yes,
Katniss.
Katniss. I
Katniss
feel like,
Everdeen.
so I watched it, and everybody was hype about me watching. I made a post, whatever. This is how I feel about Katniss.
So
She's a
annoying.
liar, a manipulator, a murderer. a cheater, and I feel like she caused a whole lot of people. I feel like she
That is
caused a
so
whole lot
crazy.
of people to go through it based off of her wanting to be a superhero. And the thing that I did like about it is because every time something happened, she acted surprised.
Okay.
Who don't know every action have a reaction? And when she made an action, every time it was a reaction to, I mean,
Yeah.
an action to her action, she acted surprised. You chose to do that, and it was a domino
Okay, I
effect.
got a question. This just came to me. So why are you so glued and stuck on her character? Like, why? I mean, yeah, she's a main
Because it was
character.
from her perspective, right?
Yeah, it was her perspective. But I feel like you want to attack her. I feel like you want to.
What?
I feel like you want to attack her because you
No,
know it's obvious that's a popular movie, right? And you didn't even know,
I didn't.
but it's obvious that it's a popular movie, and I feel like you just want to
Maybe
go
she
against the
triggered something.
grain.
Maybe she
She
triggered something
had
in me.
to. She
But I
had to.
just
So
feel like that
why?
main character. Somebody had made a post on Facebook. Was like, "Oh, are you watching
We're
the
not
version?"
watching the same
She said, "You
movie.
watching the Tubi version or something?" No, she was a murderer. She was a
Okay,
liar. She
give
was
me
a
give me a little
manipulator.
bit of what you described, like where and how. What was the manipulator part?
She would do certain things. She would manipulate the crowd, the people that's watching. She
Yeah.
would manipulate situations and certain people, like the other character. What's the other main character name? The
Oh,
guy?
the guy with her. His name was Peter.
Peter. She
Yeah.
would manipulate him, playing with his emotions and playing with his mind. And
Yeah.
one day she rests with him, the next day she don't
Was
mess
it
with
a
him.
game?
That's the problem. People always want to play
But
games.
wasn't it a game? That was the main objective of the whole movie. It was a game.
Was it? Yes, it
And it
was
was a
that.
game for them to fight for their
Oh,
lives.
I didn't say. I don't feel like Snow was completely wrong.
Oh, you didn't have to say that. We didn't get there yet.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Yeah, we're not gonna get there. We still on.
But I just had questions. But it's
Go
a
ahead.
game. So yeah, I asked you about being a manipulator, and yes, she did what she did to Peter. And I feel
And
like
that was
Peter
okay.
was, I'm not saying it was okay. I'm not
Okay.
saying that. But I feel like Peter was in his real life, like crush phase, wanting to be with her.
Yeah.
So it was real to him.
Mm-hmm.
But she had this armor on to try to make it through the game, so it wasn't real to her. So that's where I think the problem was with the two. Like, it was real for him, but it wasn't real for her.
And that's the problem in
And
real
that's why
life.
you said manipulating.
Manipulator.
But it's going to always be a problem if the two people come in on a different accord. She came in on, I need to fight for my family, my sister, and he came in on, oh, I fell in love with her. This ain't no game anymore.
Oh, let's pause right
So,
there real quick. You
yeah.
said something. How many people go into relationships with that mindset?
Yeah. Two different and it don't always have to be like one mission or one destination like we just talked about, but it's two different mindset. Like the woman probably going in and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna date him because it is that and the third. And then the man going in and like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna date her for this, that, and the third. And then the mission or the whatever they're looking for is two different things. So that's what I think about you say it's manipulation, but at the same time it's like, where's the communication? Let's talk about
So
this.
I got a question to ask you.
Let's talk about it.
Was she a murderer?
She was not at the end. Okay,
No, this is just a yes or no.
The last,
This is just a yes or no.
at the end. I'm talking about number 4.
Okay.
They created, not they. I can't blame nobody. She created herself to be a murderer at the end.
Okay, I'm about to ask
Yes,
you another question.
officially a murderer, but throughout the
was
whole
she a manipulator?
concept, I don't believe so. No, I disagree.
Did she cheat on her boyfriend?
Yes, because she had to, and he understood that. And her boyfriend wasn't even mad about it. But this man that was imagining himself being with her because they're in a game, he was mad. But the boyfriend on the outside looking in was like, "Oh, she gotta do what she do. Marry that man." I think she told him to.
Was she a liar?
She lied in front of a lot of people, and she was influenced.
You making a lot of excuses for
She was.
Katniss.
I'm not making excuses. I'm talking about what we know.
Okay.
Like, you compare her and Snow.
Now let's get to him. Was he a liar?
Listen, you compared them to. You compared them to, and we only go off of what we know, not what we think about the person. Not so. Talk about Snow. You said that this man grew up to this, but we don't know that about him.
From what I can see, he was just doing what he only knew. Growing up, he was.
How do you feel like he know it when we wasn't presented with that information?
Exactly. So who's to say he was the hero or the villain?
It's perspective. You think he was the hero, and he was the man that called the shots to kill the families. He was the hit. He was the man that called the shots. He was the man that told them, for all of these years and centuries that you just go into it to sacrifice your life for a better country. Go right on ahead and kill each other so we can have a better country. Sounds like the U.S., doesn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
But I do think you're a bit delusional when it comes to Katniss's character. I feel like you really have something against, maybe you had a past that she reminded you of somebody in your past. I don't know, but I think you got something against this woman because she actually did what she had to do to survive. And you didn't talk about anything good. She volunteered for her sister, for her family. And that was her initial reasoning for even going into the game, because she wasn't, and I feel her on that. If I'm strong and mentally prepared to do something, I'm not about to let my little sibling go into a war that I know she could end up dying. And more than likely, she probably would have, but we don't know that. She volunteered. She was like, nope, I'll do it. So does that give her any credit at all for volunteering?
Yeah, definitely. She get credit. She definitely had some strengths, but
what was some of her strengths? I like to hear this.
She was strategic. She was very strategic.
Not a manipulator, but strategic. Okay, this is working out.
She was definitely a manipulator too, but she was strategic in certain points. You know,
yeah.
She was a visionary.
Okay.
She showed a lot of confidence a lot of times, but two things could be right.
Yeah.
She was a murderer, liar, cheater, manipulator.
I said that was your opinion. I'm not going to argue it.
But I guess my thing was, it was a few things with her. It was just the fact that she would act surprised every time something would happen.
Yeah.
That was one thing. And it was like,
I'm not going to lie.
The same test
that
5 times.
Did piss me off. And especially when you said something, I'm like, she definitely be acting like she lost. Like you didn't know what was going to happen. Well, you knew if you chose this war. You was like, okay, I'm doing this war. Anyways, you knew some things was gonna happen.
Some casualties. So,
but would you not? Okay, let's say you're going to war and you fighting for whoever, whether it's a loved one or whatever you fighting for, and then a bomb come and hit your loved ones. Like, you're not gonna be a bit emotional about it. You're gonna feel some type of way. Now, surprise, probably not, but you're gonna feel some type of way. And we're not gonna judge you based off your reaction. Her reaction was, oh my God.
Every time.
But how would you react if your family got blown up?
That's different. I definitely
It's gonna be a reaction, right?
Definitely would be an emotional reaction. But it's like, those was the she had to deal with the consequences of her actions. And the consequences was she wanted to be a superhero and lost.
She wanted to be the hero.
You lost everything.
Basically, you think she wanted to be the hero?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes when I be looking at real life situations, I be thinking about people that put they all in for a lot of people that probably wouldn't do the same for them. Or not only that,
no question, they wouldn't. It ain't no probably.
It's like, after you gone, you done sacrifice yourself for these people, and it's like, man, these people.
And now y'all both gone. Now the whole community gone. Now you done lost your mind. And now you're a murderer.
Your family missing you. All type of things going on. You didn't get to explore. Like, I don't know. I see a lot of the heroes.
Yeah.
And it's like the things that they got to go
But one thing I like to add before we close it up.
Okay.
She did change something.
What she changed?
So at the very beginning, there was the Hunger Games annually. Every year they did it over and over again. And I think they were on their 70 something. But by the time her mission to me was, she was trying to end it. She didn't want it to happen at all anymore. She didn't want people to have to be selected to go kill themselves for their country. So that was the end of the movie. That was the end of the 4th movie, where they announced it. I don't know if you heard that because you're still so against her, but they announced that they basically told her in writing, like, there is no more Hunger Games. It will not happen. So the generations to come will not have to endure what the other generations did. So all those generations lived to go through that. She fought to go through that, to change something, to actually change something. And I like that. That kind of reminds me of, when people talk about breaking generational curses and trying to change something that has happened in their family, like in the past. But you have to go through all these generations just to get to a person that's well equipped, well prepared, whether she's a liar, whether she's a manipulator, whether she's a murderer. But she still changed the course of the cycle. She was able to pivot fight through and say, we're not doing this no more. This is where it stops.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I admire her, because it's like some things you just gotta change for the betterment of your family. You just gotta change.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
That was a good.
So I guess that's why I get a little sensitive about it, because it's like she made a difference. So I don't care.
Was she a villain or hero?
It depends
How
on
do you define?
It depends on the audience's perspective. Like, you can say she's a villain, you can say she's a hero, but I don't know. I say she has her own story, and she played the hell out of it. She did. She played the hell out of her story. I ain't saying like she's the greatest character in a movie, but yeah, I admire her. I feel like she was easily manipulated. I don't feel like she was being the manipulator. And I think she was being easily manipulated by listening to like her mentor, listening, because she was new. It's like when you new, you don't know who to listen to. You got somebody over here, you got somebody over here saying, oh, you need to do this for your family. Oh, you should say this, or you should go on there and act like you guys are in love. And I think that's what made her like, okay, I'm just gonna do what I gotta do to win this thing. So yeah, she played that role like she loved that man. She did, in front of the cameras.
Okay.
She ended up falling in love with him too, though. Do you remember that?
Yes, and having a kid with
Kids.
Yeah.
She had more than one. So it took her to go through a war to learn this man's emotions and be like, damn, he really loved me. And we really stuck together through how many wars they went through? A few.
Yeah,
she saved him, he saved her. She saved him, he saved her. She was like, okay, this is it. Shit, we done did enough. Let's have these babies. That's what she said.
I ain't got nothing else to say about Miss Catlin.
Catlin, okay.
That's her name, Catliss. Nah, let me stop playing. Let me end it off so the audience won't be on my tail.
You just want to be petty, and it's okay. You didn't talk about
serious,
nobody else.
I'm serious, but I'm joking at the same time. Looks for the lights so the logo be lighter. I'm serious, but I'm joking at the same time. Yeah, I like to talk about different situations, and we all got our opinions.
Yeah, but I think it was great that you hyped it up like that and made it seem like she was just this really bad person.
Yeah,
and still, like I said, you didn't talk about anybody else, so it did something to you.
Yeah.
I
guess
it did something to you.
I guess you're right.
That's okay.
But I don't know. I was trying to think about what else to say. What else do we have? We were about to talk about.
That was pretty much it. I think I did have a question though about the movie, and then we done. Can you find something in it that you can compare to real life though? I feel like every movie has its lesson.
With Katniss?
I mean, just anybody.
Yeah. I feel like in order to accomplish anything huge, you have to sacrifice. Something got to be sacrificed. Something.
Something got to be let go of or taken away, or
every action has your head, so you got to be willing. Whether that's you going towards your goals and sacrificing the time that you're spending with your loved one or your kids. It's something. Rather you sacrificing your sleep, your energy, your time. It takes a long time, and I got a quote that I just made up. Success isn't a coincidence. So her success wasn't a coincidence. She literally had to work. So sometimes people look at the end goal rather than what time it took for them to get to that point. So that wasn't a coincidence that they were successful. The people that got their degrees, it wasn't a coincidence that they got that degree. Mayweather, him winning, getting all that, it wasn't a coincidence. He's been working on that for years. So
you said something about sacrifice when it comes to giving up something. I like to say find balance. I don't ever want to feel like I'm sacrificing anything. And from your perspective, I understand for sure. But I always want to say, like, I don't have to give up this in order to conquer this. What I can do is I can try to find balance. How do I maneuver, or how do I set this aside for a time period? It might feel like somebody might feel neglected or feel like there's not enough.
So how do you balance it? Because a buddy of mine had told me when I asked him that, could you balance? He was like, you harmonize, not really balance.
It's one and the same.
You think so?
I think it's one and the same. I think if you learn to balance some things, yes, it can mesh. It can harmonize and mesh together well. That takes a lot. That's just like going through the whole journey, though. It takes a lot to get to a point where you're like, okay, I got this. I think mommies and daddies do it every day when it comes to children, when it comes to work, family and work. There we go. You find time to go to work. It might be too much work, but you find time.
Though?
but you find time and you make it work for your situation. So everybody's balance, everybody's situation is different. That's what I think.
Okay,
Or
talk
that's
your
what I
talk.
know.
Talk your
Everybody's
talk.
different. Find the balance that works for you. If it's not working, change it up. And people know when it's not working, they just be delusional. That's what I want to say. That's it. They be delusional.
Okay. I mean, well, I think we can end it with that. That's a yeah.
So and we got time for the next show, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, y'all got the conversation. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Tap in with another one. Tell me what y'all thoughts is on all of that. You know, I know I was extreme. Hey, it is what it is. There's heroes and there's villains, and what I heard is the difference between the hero and villain is the perspective. Because what I heard is most heroes we know, their past is built off of trauma. That hero, mama, dad died in a fire, or you saw his daddy get shot, and then he became a hero. What about the villain in the story? The only reason we feel like he's the villain because we don't know his story. We don't know the story. So you know, what if we seen both sides? Maybe we would be like, okay, that's why he act like that because of his past.
So we need a backstory for one of these.
Yeah, we need a backstory for both.
Yeah,
and it's still perspective because
that's right. That's true.
Sure, I bet the Joker.
I was gonna say him.
I bet his mama don't feel. I bet she feel like he the hero and he wasn't the villain.
Yeah,
you know, but
because he had a backstory. He had a story.
Who's to say who's the judge? Because Batman be beating up on random
I want to be
people,
both. I want to be the hero and the villain.
Hey, I was about to end this, but we about to keep going a little bit. You know how people be like, I'm gonna be the villain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be the villain. If I'm gonna be the villain in your story, I just
let me roll with that. I don't got no problem with somebody's perspective. And I think that's a beautiful thing about myself, not to brag, but I can take what somebody throw. If you want to say that I was the one that messed up your life, hey, baby. But if you want to say I was the greatest thing, then I'll take that too. I think Kendrick said, I want the credit whether I'm losing or I'm winning.
Yeah.
I want it all.
Yeah.
I want it to.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't want the credit.
Hey, listen, because it's
don't
my
blame
life.
Me.
Here, no. It's my life. It's crazy. It's my life, and I choose what I want to do, right? I've chosen to do this, whether it's from in front of the world or by myself. I don't want to have regrets. I don't want to be like, oh, why did I do that? I don't want to be embarrassed. So I'm just taking with the punches. If I chose to do it, then I did that shit, y'all. Okay. So who gonna stop me?
As long as you
if I can eat that, live with it.
Yeah, if you could deal with the consequences of your actions.
That you always tell me that's the consequences.
It's the consequences of your action. I don't think we think about that a lot.
We don't.
But I think it's because like we know that. And I had a question. Why is it that if we do something bad, then we know we gonna be ready for them kind of, but we do something good? Why we can't expect the consequences of the goodness that we do?
Because we're not rewarded enough for the good. So I think that anticipation is not there already because I don't think we're rewarded enough. A lot of people.
Or fast enough, or you know, where
the instant reward.
If you go rob a bank, best believe.
Oh yeah, everybody they gonna know in 30 seconds. It's gonna go live.
You going to jail for 1,000 years if you do that.
But let me go save America. You think anybody gonna know about me? They gonna probably try to take me out.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think we could just end it with this right here.
Yes.
This was fun.
Yes, thank you for having me. And for bringing this back.
Most definitely. Over the Top of the Podcast. Y'all tap in with another one. Peace.
Peace.